We are learning the shapes and making art with different shapes, geometry shapes, like we discussed square or ovals, we discussed some circles, rectangles, we talked about triangles, and very fun lesson that we discussed was circles and semicircles. And now we're learning a little bit geometry, so we're combining math. So this is half circle, 1/2, and circle. And when you put that 1/2 circle together with the other half, it will make a shape that is a full circle, okay? And now we can see how we can make different art. Like this bird is a half circle. It has a triangle for the beak. It has a little triangle for the wing and a tail triangle. And it has a little rectangle for the legs. Okay? As you can see, we can make different shapes using Picture Pie. And this is called a circle drawing book. And let me just show you some examples in this book. So you can use different geometric shapes to make nice art and combine math and learn a lot about geometry. And we learned a big word today, which was geometry. Geometry. That's what we talked about today in art. And next class, I'm going to ask who will remember it. So if you can look at here, this is a full circle in orange. Then we divide the full circle into 2 parts. And that's a half circle, semicircle. Circle divided like a pie. Now this is divided like a pizza to 4 parts, or you can even have a 8-slice pizza. That's a large one, and this is small because it has 4 slices, and this one has 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can do different spring. We know that it's a spring now. Different spring images like birds or this cute little, it looks like a chicken maybe, or a different type of bird. Like we can do a spring chicken that is made out of a circle, a triangle, okay? And his body is also a circle and a triangle. Very fun. And the flowers are made out of little triangles, okay? And it's a flower. So the whole garden of flowers made out of shapes. These 4 simple basic shapes, circle, half circle, quarter circle, and a little triangle, can be made into a lot of complex different shapes by twisting and turning them. Look at all the complex shapes that we can make out of those little 4 shapes, like flowers like that. Look at all these very intricate designs, all made out of simple shapes. See, all these are half circles that make that flower. Inside is a square, and then you have a petal, 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 and petal, which is half circle, as you can see. And this one is just half circles colored on a red background. Very nice job with this book. It explains geometry really well. And this is the bird I was showing you. So we first started, we can try this bird. So turn your paper around, please, if you're done with your boat, because we practiced the boat with a half circle. So everybody made a little paddle boat. We made little steamboat with cabin windows, and we made maybe some people, and we put some ocean. Now turn your paper around, and we are going to try to do this bird. So his body is a half circle. We start step number 1. Number 1 will be half circle. So let's do the half circle, and you can even use your outline or just draw a half circle freehand, okay, like I did. Then we're gonna do a half circle going the opposite way. So it's like this, and you're gonna erase that. And then the next, you can erase this line. So it looks like a Pac-Man. Do you see the shape of Pac-Man? Looks like a Pac-Man, this shape. And then we're gonna add like a little triangle shape. That's this part from here. Little triangle for the beak, and little circle for the eye, and our bird is done. Then you can make a wing that's a triangle, and give him nice little feet that's like a rectangle like that. Or you can just separate them and it's just two lines. That's up to you. We can do triangles maybe for the feet. Yeah, that's a good idea. That looks good. Triangle for the feet. I like that a lot. So we have nice little triangle for beak. We got a circle for the eye. Triangle for the feather tail. We have triangle for the wing. We have Pac-Man shape, or two of these circles combined. And let me just show you again. I'll combine them like this, right? Let me show you on the back of this so you can see it better. Like this and like this. That's how I combined it. Let me outline so you can see it better. It's made out of two shapes, and it looks like a Pac-Man, right? So I want to come around and see how you did with this lesson, and if you were able to draw it. Maybe next time we're going to cut pieces of circles, glue them, and practice with that. I will show you how, okay? Okay, here we have some examples now of student art. As you can see, we have beautiful art by, here is by Dallas as an example. She's in first grade, and she also made the steamboat, okay, and used different ovals shapes and heart shapes and triangle shapes. Beautiful drawing, circle, ocean, and also a bird, just like this one, and she used a semicircle to make the bird. She used the triangle. And let me show you a few other ideas. This is Lorelei, beautiful circle sun. This is a paddle boat, paddle, so water goes on all these little pieces of wood here, and it gets caught and it starts flowing, and that's what helps the ship to move on the ocean. And you have the flags and the sails. This is a big sail. See the shape here? Like trapezoid shape. That's a big word. And also we practice half circle and a shape here to make the spring chicken. And here is another example, student example. This is Kason. And he did a great job with the bird. And we're still finishing. Look at this one. Ashton. And here is Daniel. Very nice. And here is Camden. He was the first one to design this steamship. He was the first done with the design. He did a great job. And he started working on the birds too in the back. And this one is Theo. He says hi. And we've got triangle, very nice, and a bird on the back. Very nice triangle. We've got a pirate ship here. Look at that, very creative. All these different shapes we used, and the flag. And we have Daphne. And she has a paddle boat, and she started doing those divisions there on a paddle boat with a heart circle. Very nice. And then the ocean. And she tried different shapes to make a bird. And here is Zoe. And Zoe did a beautiful job with the sail and some shapes on the window of our steamship. This is very nice from Jason. Very nice with star and a bird. And this one, I don't see a name. Might be Kason maybe. And here is Zoe. Here is Nael. Look at all these other shapes around. It's a pirate ship. And great job. Triangle and semicircle, half circle for a bird practice. What is this one? Can't read the name. Maybe Julie. Yes, Julie. Look at all these amazing shapes here. How intricate. This is a first grader. Look at all these geometric shapes. Very intricate. And then we have Amira. And the bird too. And steam coming out. Very nice spiral shapes. And then we have Reed. And in our next lesson, we are also going to be practicing using coffee filters. And we're going to cut the coffee filter in half. And we are going to make a shape made out of half circles, just like we did before. So you're going to fold it over. You're going to cut it. And then we're going to put it together and add some triangles and make a really nice design of a chicken or a bird, spring chicken. And that's another video. Okay, so, and I'll see you there. Now, will be your turn. We can also use maybe some stickers to add some details and eyes. And I'll see you in our next video for geometric art.